Hello, it's been another week. Um, Last week's video we asked if there was any questions that we could answer, and one of the questions was, what are a few of my favorite movies? So I looked at the shelf, and I grabbed 4 films that I really enjoy. I don't know if they're my favorite, but they're definitely in a category of films that I would recommend, rewatch, and have enjoyed over the years. The first one I'm going to talk about is One Cut of the Dead. This is a Japanese film. Let's see, what is the... I'm so bad with names. Shinichiro Ida? I'm not going to pronounce that correctly. One of the cool things was this film was made for less than $30,000 US, but made over $30 million in the box office. It's a great little zombie flick, but it also meets one of the criteria for films that I enjoy a lot. Films about making movies. So I don't want to give too much of it away because there's a twist, but I definitely recommend it. If you know me personally, just ask me and I'll let you borrow this copy because this isn't an easy film to find. The next is kind of a film school cliche, film student cliche, and that would be Pulp Fiction by Quentin Tarantino. This movie has got a special place for me. It's one of the first, one of the first earliest rated R films that I've watched as a child. Yeah. Well, I don't know. There might be some horror movies. My sister liked showing me a lot of horror movies. But this one, I'm just intrigued by the basic way it's cut. It's non-linear style. It's the first film that I think I watched that really played with how narration is told, and so it's kind of stuck with me because of that. And then another film student-y kind of cliche is a Wes Anderson film, Fantastic Mr. Fox. And the only animation out of the 4. I'm a big fan of animation, especially stop motion. But Fantastic Mr. Fox is a lovely little story all on its own, and to see it in the on the silver screen, as they say, was a real enjoyment. This Fantastic Mr. Fox for me is much more a pure enjoyment film. something that I would watch just for the sheer enjoyment. It does have other interesting factors as being a Wes Anderson film. Its color, its how it's shot, um, all of that kind of technically film stuff is interesting too. But this one is much more of a just watch it because it's enjoyable. It's a fun little story. And then finally, for today at least, something new. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. This is a new film. A new-ish film. It came out last year? This year? Wow. Let's see. Yeah, this year. It's a A21. As a film, it's probably my favorite film of the year. So, there's that. Maybe I'll do a much more in-depth talking about all these films. Later. But Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is a funny, zany movie. And all of these films have one common theme today. They're all low-budget, independent films. Some smaller than others. But I would watch them again. These three I've seen multiple times. I've only seen the once in the theater because it's so new. My copy's not even opened. But yeah, those are a few of my favorite films within the last week. I got an editing gig. Cool thing is I quoted the client for taking 2 days to make it happen, and it only took me 2 days. It was a good feeling to get that one right. So yeah. I think that's going to be it for this week. But like I said, if you have any questions, it really will help me out making these short videos every week. So, thank you again.